Wires, wires, wires. They're always in the way. You're sick of them, and that's why you want a wireless gaming headset. The best of the wireless gaming headsets certainly aren't cheap, but that's because they're the best headsets money can buy. So without further ado, let's look at the first one. Logitech are without a doubt known for their consistent reliability when it comes to, well, any gaming product really. Their headsets are no exception to that, especially not the G533 wireless. As far as mid-range headsets go, this one is very fairly priced, so you're not going to have to scramble through your pockets looking for those bottom dollars. For $70, you get an over-ear headset, which annoyingly doesn't have any noise cancelling, but does offer enough to make it one of the best within the price range. It looks very nice and is a durable headset. It's made from a mixture of sturdy matte and gloss plastic, with the inner padding being made from a fabric-coated memory foam. That means it's a comfy headset, despite the weird square-shaped ear cups. Although if you have a large head, then you may struggle, because the G533 clamps with decent force. If you have a small head or medium head, then this headset will remain comfy throughout long gaming sessions. Which is suiting, because it has a battery life of 17 hours. Well, technically 34 hours if you count the second battery, which you can swap into the headset. Either way, both batteries are rechargeable, so suffice to say, you will not run out of battery life. When it comes to the audio, the overall sound you get is impressive for the price. It is a pretty neutral soundstage, slightly heavy on the bass, but not too bad. The only issue lies with the fit, because the square-shaped ear cups don't really form a perfect seal around the ear. What this means is that the headset leaks a lot of sound, and the sound you get is often inconsistent, depending on whether you fit the headset correctly or not. This is an issue you can fix by fiddling with the fit, but it is annoying regardless. Oh, and they don't support Bluetooth unfortunately, which doesn't make it great for daily use. You pay for a gaming headset, and that's what you get. The SteelSeries Arctis 9 wireless is a very good headset for PC, but even better for console players. This SteelSeries edition comes in 3 different forms, that being the standard Arctis 9, which is for PC, and then there's the console versions, titled Arctis 9P and 9X. The PC version works with PC, which is obvious enough, but if you really want a good console headset for your PlayStation, then the 9P is your go-to. Or alternatively, if you're on Xbox, then it's the 9X for you. Either way, you get a superb headset that looks great and definitely feels it too. Comfort-wise, the Arctis 9 is not lacking. A breathable mesh-coated material surrounds the inner ear padding, and the arc band stretches to fit your head regardless of size, which makes this headset really non-existent. I'm sure if you wore them, you might find yourself forgetting that they're actually on your head. They're also kind of low-key enough so that you could pass them off as normal daily headphones, which is nice because they're Bluetooth enabled. It also has a very impressive battery life of 28 hours, which is absolutely overkill, but I'm not complaining. The only annoyance that this headset has is that it has no noise cancelling features, but if you're in a quiet enough environment, then the audio you get will still sound phenomenal. Don't worry, the pros don't stop there, because the Arctis 9 has a quality retractable boom mic, which lets your voice sound clear and detailed without any background noise disturbances. For $200, this headset is one of the best you can buy for PC, and probably the single best for both PlayStation and Xbox. The most expensive headset on the list by a long shot is the Astro A50 Gen 4. They're $300, which is somewhat extortionate, so they really can't be any higher on the list in terms of value. Anyway, like the Arctis 9, the A50 headset comes in 3 separate forms, depending on whether you want them for PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. Regardless, they're gonna be the same headset. The A50 is solidly built, though can look a little bulky, but that kinda adds to the comfiness. The cups have a generous amount of fabric-coated padding, as does the Arc, which distributes weight nicely and evenly over the top of your head. The audio quality is great to put it simply, full and punchy bass, which doesn't override the other sound frequencies, and a truly rich soundstage fills your ears. The audio profile is very well balanced from the get-go, but it can obviously be altered via a companion app. The boom mic follows suit as well, as it lets your voice be heard clearly and without any static noises or annoyances. It also does an excellent job at cancelling out background noises while highlighting your voice specifically, so you won't be having to repeat yourself to teammates constantly. For gaming, there are few better headsets if you're willing to really splurge. But for all other purposes, the A50s just don't function well because the bulkiness and gamer aesthetic is a bit much. It also lacks Bluetooth connectivity, so it wouldn't work as a pair of music headphones anyway. The G Pro Wireless is very similar to the G533 headset, except it's obviously the more premium model. The G Pro looks a lot different to the G533 though, and definitely feels it, because it's made out of mostly metal. Consequently, the aesthetic of this headset is more comparable to a pilot's headwear than a gaming headset, which for some may be bad. But what this does mean is that you could use them as your daily music headphones as well as for gaming. Naturally, Logitech probably did that intentionally, which is why the mic is also detachable, though the only downside in that aspect is that it does leak audio, since it's a gaming headset after all. But essentially, if you wanted, you could use it as an everyday use kind of headset. Back to the gaming side of things. In terms of comfort, this headset is fantastic. All credit due to their leatherette memory foam pads that surround the cups and the arc. Pair that with a 24-hour battery life, and you've got a headset that will survive through those long gaming sessions. Unfortunately though, if you're an Xbox user, then you won't be able to benefit from that, as only PlayStation, PC, and Switch is supported. If you do own a compatible device, then you'll be able to benefit from the astonishing sound quality, which provides a neutral soundstage with punchy bass that adds an immersive boom to every action game. The only thing that holds this headset back is the lack of universal connectivity and no Bluetooth. But aside from that then, it's a great pair of headphones. Now onto the best wireless headset available right now, and that is the Arctis Pro Wireless by SteelSeries. For $180, this headset is actually one of the cheapest on the list, which is surprising given that its overall experience is better than the previous contenders. It looks pretty much the exact same as the Arctis 9s, except with a lot more minimalist vibe as it lacks those vibrant stripes. Build quality is all the same though, a tough plastic and metal exterior complemented by the comfy memory foam padding which encases the cups. The arc padding relies on a stretchy adjustable strap which is really nice because it takes the weight right off your head. Long gaming sessions are easy with these, and even though the battery life is only 10 hours, technically you could go to 20 hours since it comes with 2 swappable rechargeable batteries. Oh, and it can connect via Bluetooth, which is always a bonus, so if you want to play music while you game, then go for it. The actual audio quality doesn't cease to surprise either, because the quality you get is top tier stuff. All audio is delivered without any muddling, and every sound frequency comes through with absolute clarity. Bass is present and punchy without interfering over the mids and highs. The only slight issue with the audio is that it can be inconsistent, meaning you may not get the exact same experience every time you wear these. However, that's nothing to do with the speakers, rather the seal of the cups, because if you happen to wear them slightly incorrectly, then the sound can get delivered in a weird way. That's a very trivial issue though, and honestly you'd struggle to fault this headset for gaming use. Oh, and it works with all platforms universally. Anyways, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe.